In this presentation, I would like to look at the three private IP address ranges. The first range we'll talk about is the Class A range, 10.0.0.0 to 10.255.255.255. It's Class A because it starts with 10. Being Class A, it gets a default prefix length of /8. The subnet mask equivalent to that is, of course, 255.0.0.0. There's only one network ID here of 10, the first octet. And because the first octet is network ID, that means the last 3 octets, or the last 24 bits, are host ID bits. With 24 host ID bits, you can get 16,777,214 IPs. The next range is the Class B range, 172.16.0.0 to 172.31.255.255. What I would like to point out here is that because this is Class B, it gets a default prefix length of /16, which means that the first 2 octets are network ID. If you looked at it carefully, you actually have a range of network IDs from 172.16 to 172.31. You actually have 16 network IDs in that range. I can assign 172.16 to one network, and then I have 172.17 which I can assign, and then I have 172.18, 172.19, 172.20, all the way to 172.31. So I have 16 network IDs in this range. Each network ID has the last 2 octets for host ID, so I have 16 bits for host ID. Therefore, each one of these network IDs will give me 65,534 IPs. So to summarize, the range here is from 172.16 to 172.31. I have 16 network IDs, each of which giving me 65,534 IPs. The last private IP address range is the Class C range of 192.168.0.0 to 192.168.255.255. This is Class C, so the default prefix is /24. Because it's /24, that means therefore that the first 3 octets are network ID, and I actually have a range of network IDs from 192.168.0 to 192.168.255. There are 256 different network IDs in this range. So I can assign 192.168.0 to one network, then 192.168.1 to another network, then 192.168.2 to another network, etc., etc., all the way up to 192.168.255. Because the default prefix is /24, the last octet, the last 8 bits are host ID. Therefore, for each one of these network IDs, I can get 254 IP addresses. So to summarize, the range here is 192.168.0 to 192.168.255. I have 256 different network IDs in this range, and each one of those network IDs are giving me 254 IP addresses.